Welcome
to
everyone.
Hammered and
to Hammered-
Cheese, and we are the Feasty Boys. What's up?
Why?
You just stepped
Why?
all over your dick there, Dino. I just
I do it like once a
Yeah,
year.
it's fine. It's fine. I'm game for it. Listen, after all is said and done, I heard an echo and I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Well, I'm not echoing. I'm like, wait, no, that's not my voice. Oh, son of a
Much higher
bitch,
octave.
doing it again. That little
That
bastard.
helium?
Yeah. Oh, my voice. Oh God. Anyways, regardless, this is Hammered and Cheese. I'm Dino the Genetic Marvel. I have Marco Torres from Upside Down Studios above me, and way above me is basically the sandworm from Dune, just a giant butthole of a face right at the top.
I would have went with Beetlejuice.
Yeah, Beetlejuice. I feel like Beetlejuice, yeah. Cole.
Definitely Beetlejuice. I'll take Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair.
Shake.
It's showtime.
I feel like that would be the funnest thing. Like that's the only reason I don't really believe in ghosts as perceive them in popular culture, for the simple fact that I know a lot of people who would just have a field day and be like, "Oh, I'm haunting the shit out of everyone," right? Like,
why leave?
So
yeah,
I seen a new, the rabbit holes that I jumped down. I've seen new. There's documents, CIA documents, more than declassified shit. They declassified all this shit, but nobody's gonna tell you what they are, or just hand them to you. You got to actually go, put in a little order, type in whatever the fuck, and do some research the old school way. That's how they're keeping a lot of this shit.
If you're a TikTok star, you get phase one.
Well, I'm not even the hell with them. That I want phase 3. Fuck 1 and 2, because you knew 1 and 2 was gonna be bullshit.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, there's now, like, not only do we talk about that they had information about Gilgamesh and the resurrection chamber and the Nephilim, but now they're talking about there is aliens. They're calling them aliens.
Bro, once you started talking about this shit, my spice rack fell off the wall. You need to chill.
Aliens fucking are here. They have been, in communication with our 3-letter agencies, which we all knew. But these ones weren't from a different planet per se, like a different, or even like a different universe. They said their planet is right next to our planet, but in a different dimension.
Perfect.
So that would make sense to the, so like the ghost thing, if you want to go into like a lot of the spiritual, medical, physical things where this body is just like a vessel and we move on, that might be a possibility, that we just jump from here to a new fucking line of dimension. That's.
I side more with that than what pop culture thinks of as ghosts. That's for sure.
So anyway, guys.
Yeah. So anyway,
you were watching this as a cooking show.
Yeah. Well, listen.
We're cooking, man. We're cooking.
Hey. What? Hey,
cook.
I'm sorry. Under what circumstances is cooking not witchcraft?
Right? You're exactly right.
You're not wrong.
Right. A pinch of this, a pinch of that. It tastes a little bit different. You wouldn't even realize. Oh, and maybe you'll die. Maybe you won't. Who knows?
And
I'm not gonna pick it.
Ricky's in the comments. They're talking about frequency, and that's exactly right. They appear to us once they hit a certain vibrational frequency that lets our eyes perceive them.
Like cats.
Yeah. Well, no, cats can see way more than us. That's
have you ever walked like looking at your cat in the hallway and then its eyes get really big all of a sudden and it just takes off running in the opposite direction? You're like, the fuck did you see?
It's looking right above your shoulder.
I trust my dogs more than my cats. My cats will do that, and then you'll just figure out that it's a small fly and it's going like this. My dogs will just stop dead in the center and look at if your dog just stops, looks at something, looks at you, and then like either growls or just gets the booking.
Yeah.
Whether you see it or not, you follow your dog. You follow your fucking dog.
Oh yeah, Come on. Man. But a dog is a good companion for that reason. A cat is just wants to freak you out. How many times your cat gets wide-eyed and just looks above your shoulder, just right behind you? And you're like, what are you looking at? And it's just like, have a good night, and just walks away. You're like, yeah, the fucking asshole cat.
Yeah, trust a cat from Scar from the Lion King.
Yeah.
Speaking of cat, what are you cooking, Cole?
I'm cooking Kafta. Y'all know what that is? Because I don't.
Yeah.
Did you just say calico?
No, Kafta. Jesus.
Is it Kafta? I thought it was Kafta.
I thought he was
Kafta.
cooking Haitian tonight.
Which is it? Is it Kafta or is it Kafta?
Kafta.
It's Greece. It's Greek food.
It is not Greek food.
What is it?
Lebanese.
Kaka.
What's the difference?
A lot.
It's the Middle Eastern. Middle East.
Greece is a Middle Eastern.
It's the Western Middle East.
No,
it's the West Middle East. Yeah, it's the white Middle East.
Hey, there's Atlas. What's up, ding dongs? And what's up to you?
Tell Dino that Greece is the Middle East.
Number one, he's American too. He doesn't know any geography either.
So Mediterranean, that's the Middle East.
Mediterranean, and that's a big difference.
Until you hit Italy, it's the Middle East.
Oh, fuck you. My grandma would jump out of her grave right now and fucking shoot you with a Tommy gun.
I just want to.
No, Italy is the West. That's the line.
That's really
the border of Italy.
Yeah, good luck with that. I can't wait for you to be banned from a country.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen.
Got it that way.
It would be hilarious if I'm banned from this country. But you get banned from your own country.
I don't know about that. DD Carpenter says, I'm sorry that barely anybody's watching this. I'm the only one watching. Well, hey, that'll happen.
Hey, yeah, don't be sorry. It's an exclusive club.
The power of one. It starts with you and it expands. Larger and fatter.
Half the battle.
Greece is Central Europe. I know it is. But hey. Low hours will allow ghosts. What? Oh. Low hertz will allow ghosts and that level here. Higher hertz opens higher spiritual.
Yeah,
come on.
Did a lot of research into them. We used to do a show on shit like that. What was it saying? Like the What the Fuck Wednesdays, but for a minute we got real deep into. We were gonna make a portal.
What's up, Serge? How you doing, buddy?
Y'all do that. I'm not coming on that.
Well, I mean, just think about it. Like the one thing that kind of deterred us from it was like supposedly you're able, if you have the right, and that was a lot of the reason why I bought a lot of the equipment that I bought. But if you use the right sound frequency and you aim the sound waves towards each other from particular angles, they would all culminate in the center and make a portal to another wherever. Problem is, you don't know whether you're in the sky, under the ground, in the water. You don't know where you're coming out. You don't know if you can come back in. Even if you stick your hand through that fucking hole, you could be sticking your hand right through a fucking demon's butthole. As soon as you stick your hand, it just melts.
Don't threaten me with a good time, sir. Paul Martin asks, "You gonna wash them shrooms?"
Why would I do that?
Cole likes them a little dirty. Everyone.
Yeah, that's it.
It's got the glyphosate on it, like I like. That's what plants crave.
If it doesn't taste like cow shit, I don't like them.
Exactly.
Problem is, we also say the same thing for eggs. It's like, that's not.
I don't know. Ew.
You know what? I think that's an achievement of mine is getting Marco to say "ew" on anything. Dirty.
No, dude, that video I showed you. Did you send that to Cole?
Which one?
The video from earlier with the weird foods.
He knows better than to send me a video.
Oh my god! I tagged you and Jared in the.
Oh yeah. Hammered and cheese, where we stick hands in demons' buttholes. I mean, that's fair. And on perfect timing. Hello, Victoria. Welcome. Perfect.
Hello. Oh yeah, Cole, you got to like. It started off that the whole catchphrase of it was eating bear paw, and I'm like,
oh yeah,
dude. And yes, they do show the cooking. The bear paw cooking takes almost 4 hours.
Yeah,
from start to finish. And
a lot of meat.
Dude, I wanted to hug a bear. I'm not even gonna lie. At the end of that show, I just was like, I just want to hug a bear and tell him I'm sorry.
Oh.
And I mean, they weren't even like when dude asked, where do you get the bears, or you do have a source, whatever. He said they come from an island somewhere off of China, and it comes from hunters. And you could tell they weren't legal. You could just tell.
I watched them. Y'all feel better?
There you go, Paul.
And he had to buy 4 at a time, so he had to take all the feet off the bear.
Oh,
it was over $1,000 for that fucking. It just, they didn't. And then while he was waiting for them to cook the barefoot,
all right,
he
Irish
was
butter.
going to different other places.
Yeah.
And there was another place, and now these are dining establishments. This ain't just street food. And you could just see, like, I don't speak Japanese, but I could understand horse penis. There was a picture of a horse with a dick on it, and I'm like, no, they're not serving penis. What the hell? And then they have like another animal with like brains. What is that called?
Irish butter.
And like the dude for lunch, they cooked him. It looked like a baby, like an Ethiopian baby. But apparently it was some kind of weird crow that they have out there in Japan. And it was damn near raw. They had horse penis. Like,
I'm not sure you understand the premise of trying to get people to eat at home, Marco. Is to get their appetite going, as opposed to talking about weird shit people eat. So
this is telling people to eat at home. I ain't going to. Don't go to a restaurant that has a pig and its balls on the side. That means they're serving them.
I mean, he's not wrong, but at the same time, what a horrible human being. Gjordolf Fent says, "Hello, my wiggas. Hello.
What up, G?" But yeah, dude, like the crow, the horse penis, and the wild boar balls.
Stop fucking talking about it. God damn it. Oh my God. Like, enough of a pause to pick up on any other subject. And he's like, so anyways, no, we're not talking about that anymore, Marco. We're going to talk about anything else. No, I don't care. I don't care, sir. That is, see, you're like, see, that's why the internet was made. And the rest of us are like, no, that's why the internet shouldn't have been made.
What? It's cooking. I brought some element to the table.
We talk about Kafta.
Keep it on your own goddamn table. Don't bring that shit here, weirdo.
Every time he says Kafka, I have visions of like German Gestapo. Why does that sound like something like that?
Oh yeah, that is Kafka. Kafka. This is Kafta. Kafta. There's a T.
Oh, it starts with a K already.
So it's one letter away from Nazism.
Well, no, hold on. Kafkaism is a little bit different. Hold on, let me pull it up because I don't remember exactly, and I don't want to be misquoted. Kafka. Kafkaesque is okay. Oppressive. Oh, so Kafkaesque is characteristic or reminiscent of the oppressive or nightmarish qualities of Franz Kafka's fictional world. So Kafka's situation would be it's almost surreal. A horrible situation that doesn't make any sense and is horrible.
So it was French Nazis.
French.
Yeah, basically you should clip him saying that. Oh, I will. Don't worry. That's fine. We're trying to get more into clips. I got to start working on it more. Oh, God.
You know who's the French Nazis? Coco Chanel.
Oh, yeah. Hey, come on. One thing you can admit is that the Nazis were dressed to the nines. So,
they were gay, bro.
I mean, they were. Their outfits were pressed. They had the best dressed army at any point in history.
Coco Chanel wasn't just a Nazi. Knew how to design clothes.
That was it.
Credit where credit's due. That's fine. It's reasonable. No, I don't. See, this is the thing is I think that it's important for people to try new foods in different places, but at the same time, don't try stuff that makes you uncomfortable immediately, right? That will just make you go crazy.
Well, the dude who made that video, I've actually watched him quite a few times. He goes all over the world and
eating weird shit.
Yeah. He's almost like that Andrew Zimmer. Remember him?
No.
It was a chubby bald dude. He looked like a friggin' he looked like a titty. He was just round with his bald head on top, but he ate weird shit. Like the last thing I seen him eat was it was one of them urchins or something out of the sea urchins. But
vinaigrette. All right, go ahead.
It looked like a huge friggin' penis. It looked like a penis. It looked more like a penis than the horse penis.
How are we? What did I just say to you? You fucking fuck.
You said not to talk about the other video.
Okay. Why? Okay. See. This is where. Okay.
Martha, are you autistic?
You can follow the letter of the law or the spirit of the law. If you choose one or the other, you fail. So I said, don't talk about that stuff. And you know full well
the letter of the law. Yeah. You have a specific religion you like to go by.
Jesus Christ.
Confused.
Richard,
I was talking about food. Weird food.
Listen. No, you were talking about penises once again. That's why. Don't want to hear it. Don't make me wise you.
Speaking of penises, Richard hasn't tried this dick.
Ricky says, bro, there ain't much I haven't eaten.
He hasn't eaten his dick.
That's because you're fat. It's fine.
You can say he hasn't eaten.
Okay, that wasn't joking. You know it, okay? Hey. His name is Chef Boyardee's Nuts. He gets like 2 of those in the show. You've already had 17. It's not the same.
You don't have any cards. You don't have any cards.
This is just immediately off the rails. I love it. That's all right. No, so the whole idea behind Kafta is it's a more portable. You're making like a giant kebab or something, right?
I'm gonna make the Kafta and pita.
Yeah. And then you throw it in a pita. You put all sorts of stuff. That's why, like, the best part is you can make it your own. You don't have to use other specific recipes, but like you can just put lettuce, tomatoes, whatever inside of it, and it's fine.
So it's a Greek taco.
Lebanese taco, but yeah,
it's a fucking Greek taco.
That would be a gyro, my friend. But yes, it would be more like a Lebanese taco. But yeah, same difference.
Keep saying Lebanese like they're different.
Oh, I want to so bad.
And you talked about me. We were all good with the sea cucumbers.
It's the same thing.
Lebanese.
The Greeks are just a little bit like whiter. The Lebanese are just.
Are you hearing it? Yeah.
Like, okay. I'll give you an olive branch on this one. Okay.
I hate both of you right now.
If Greeks are Americans, then Lebanese are just Mexicans.
Lebskigans.
You get it? Lebanese are just Greek Mexicans.
That makes them sound. That makes them sound like a Mexican leprechaun.
I mean, like, I find it harder and harder to argue with guys, but then at the same time, you're both retarded.
Well, is that Persia then? Actually, I think Persia are the Greek Mexicans.
Persia's more towards the litter box.
What is Persia now? Iraq?
It's a mix of a few different.
I feel like all of the Middle East are just Greek Mexicans. I do. I really do.
It's because you're an idiot.
That's Greek. That's Greek South America right there.
Well, that was kind of where I was trying to head, since he's headed geographically in that direction. That guy who made the video that I'm not speak of, he was going to Egypt, and he said that is the worst country to try to get into. You can't film there. They took his drones. They took two days of his trip before he even was allowed to go to a hotel. He was being questioned for hours by different police and shit out there. It's crazy out in Egypt.
Bringing drones into another country is apparently, like, certain countries like freak out about it.
Apparently, I mean, and his look like one of them little toy ones you get at the Ollie's.
I feel like Egypt is Greek Europe.
What?
It's where the original people came from. Think about it. If Europe is pre-America, if Europe is pre-America, then Egypt is pre-Greek.
the first civilization, the first real civilized people, aside, well, according to the Sumerian text, was in Uruk or Sumer or what is now modern day Iraq. Now that's not where the Garden of Eden was.
That's what I told you, right?
First civilization popped off, but now it's new studies. Dino's very proud of is saying that there were people over in Greece way before that shit, anyways. So now we got to go for, instead of like the Anunnaki, the Greek gods.
That's right.
I feel like
the Greeks number one.
I feel like the Greeks were the sea people.
No, there is an argument to make. Well, the Meonian people, like there is an argument.
Is that what they call them? The guys that were shooting arrows at people from fucking the first ever boat.
See, this is the thing: is like there's a lot of evidence towards like actual. Richard's like, the fuck? And then what are you sauteing, Cole? Cole, what are you sauteing in there?
I got mushrooms and onions.
Mushrooms, onions are being sauteed.
And garlic.
There's so much evidence right now that's going towards the idea that, past civilizations were significantly more advanced than we assumed, right?
Right. Well, the Enuma Rick Vedas and all that shit, I'll talk about like nuclear wars and flying vehicles and shit. People like to blow it off because, oh, that person had 4 arms or that person had an elephant face. But okay, we'll take out the comic book part. They're still flying around. They're still having fucking wars. I mean, even medieval paintings have fucking like UFOs fighting each other in the sky.
That's the weird part, right? Hold on. We don't know how old the Earth is and how many. See, that's the problem. Is we're given a lot of information that's like, nope, this is how it is, and you're like, okay,
it changes all the time.
And how are the Greeks older than? So that's the new thing. Is they found so Mesopotamia was originally thought to be the oldest. However, now Homo sapiens have been found in Greece, and that are it was 700,000 years old, which is the oldest Homo sapien to ever be found. So everyone else can suck it. Greeks are the best. There you go.
They also think that the Sphinx is like 5,000 years older than they originally thought.
Well, so this is the whole thing: is that ancient Egypt studies was a study in ancient Egypt, right? So, like, we think about ancient Egyptian times, and there were people studying ancient Egypt then,
right?
So you're like that. There's
also like
the timeline for everything is one.
There's no proof, but there's speculation about all that they find on whether or not they had like the internet. Like before us, like back in the ancient Egypt, they might have had the internet and lost it.
Dude, there's hieroglyphics that show like different Greek or not Greeks, but maybe it was the Greek with the laptop. The Egyptians with choppers and helicopters and fucking airplanes and shit like that. There's all kind of telltale. Fuck, they found a watch in stone.
Oh shit.
Should have never even existed, and the stone was thousands and thousands of years old.
I love this. So they found a 4 million year old hammer fossil around the clock. Yeah. The wood inside the hammer had already turned into coal, which is like and this is the weird thing.
Turned into me? I'm special.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. A pain in someone's ass. But it works out. You're like, the process of wood to become coal is a very, very long process when you're not making it. It just happens through nature. And how it was already stuck in a hammer. It's impossible, right? There's a lot of stuff like that where,
What I can't understand is especially now, because we have the technology now to do it. Just like they did with Loch Ness. They can take it, grid it out, and go chunk by chunk and go over it with a satellite and see what's all under the fucking sand. There's all these supposed missing cities and missing tombs and all this and that. I mean, after all these years and as the technology got greater and greater, by now we could have known what's all under the litter box.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we might.
But that I think even if we do, I think it's more so that it won't be They're just
revealed.
they don't want to share, right?
Right,
Which I think is stupid in and of itself. But
well, that's like the Sphinx. You know, nobody wanted to talk about the fucking hole in the top of the head of the Sphinx. And then aerial photographs came out, and then they were, you know, all of a sudden it got covered. And like a buddy of mine went, and this is like where I'm finding conflicting views. I had a buddy of mine go to Egypt. He lived in Hawaii. Him and his wife vacationed and wanted to see the pyramids.
Yeah.
So he has like 2 or 3 pictures, which makes sense if they don't like you guys to have cameras. But of him and his wife in front of the pyramids.
Yeah.
But he also said that around the Sphinx, there's like almost like a scaffolding type shit that you walk. Like it's wood. They kind of cover it up and make it, you know, not seem obvious. But there's like constantly workings under whatever's under the Sphinx. So
the wild thing is that it's not just that there's a lot of water damage in the area that they're like, no, it's not, it's wind. And you're like, no, it's clearly water. And they're like, no, that's wind.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's been there a while, bro.
Victoria asks, are you going to mince the meat for the kafta? It's already ground meat. I think we might already have some people. See, this is the thing is we're not.
I'm trying to keep it Middle Eastern as fuck. It's poor.
Yeah.
Poor people meat.
What Middle East? You do know almost nobody in the litter box eats pork, right?
This is beef.
Oh, it's beef.
Oh, okay.
It's beef. That's right. He's doing his best to be respectful. You know. But yeah, so that's the real thing is like there's so much information that I think we're not just not being told, we're just being gaslit and go, oh no, you don't need that. Like it's the same thing that we talked about where I was like, right now you see drones in film and you're like, yeah, those are drones from like 20 years ago. That's not new technology. That's extremely outdated.
All that shit, yeah.
Oh yeah. All those, you're like, none of that is in function anymore. All that's gone. Everything's changed, right?
Right.
That's old shit. Just like I can't wait for, you know, what is it? We got to wait like 20 years past the military or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So we should be in that realm where there's gonna be speeder bikes. I'm trading in my Harley for a speeder bike.
Can you imagine?
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
They already got similar shit. They're using drone technology, but that's just a fan. You know, you basically made a big toy. I want real deal speeder bikes. They had real deal fucking those remember the skateboards from Back to the Future? The hoverboard?
Yeah, the hoverboard. Yeah.
I distinctly remember when I was younger, those things were real. Not the fancy ones with the jets on them or nothing. But like, you know, there was a hoverboard. It was an electromagnetic skateboard for kids. And a parents group fucking banned them because they said they were a hazard. And you never heard about it again. And then you flash forward maybe 15, 20 years, and they got sort of like hoverboards, and I think it's Dubai or Abu Dhabi, but they have to go over a metal floor or whatever. We had the technology not to use anything metal on it.
There's always something. Yeah. Tech, the public gets about 20 years after the fact. Yeah, exactly. And Victoria said she thought she saw some chunks of meat, but no, it's all ground meat. I think he just had it in the fridge, so it was just clumpy. He had to unclumpify it. That's the meat. No, but this is the whole thing.
I'm working on it. Hold on, I'm having a fucking mental breakdown. Give me a second.
You're having a mental breakdown? Don't have a mental breakdown. Have a Kit Kat.
I think you just realized that was pork.
I mean, it'll make a delicious meal.
I don't give a fuck if it's pork or beef, honestly, but it's definitely beef.
It's definitely beef. He has made the claim. That is what we're gonna go with. I don't know. See, it really comes down to that whole idea where, like, even recently we were talking about this is the whole idea that there are 3 things that are needed for a society to be established. Is number 1, bread. So a type of bread that becomes easy to make. Number 2 is a type of meat, like a meat dish.
Bro,
that's also that, and then a weapon.
The invention of bread is just beyond me.
I think you got to group the meat and the bread and water. You're forgetting.
Oh, sorry, not bread. It's yeast for bread and beer, like alcohol.
Liquid.
Yeah, Well, drinkable liquid, right?
Beer, I get. It's like a smoothie. You know what I mean? You let it rot, mix it all up. Beer or bread, rather. Somebody like
Here.
took some fucking plant, chopped it up, and then was like, hey, this little alive yeast thing. I don't know what it is, but apparently it's alive and it breathes and shit. Don't kill it. And you mix that in there, and then you gotta puff it up, and then you gotta throw it in the oven. There's just so many variables that I'm like, how before the nuclear bomb did we figure this out?
No, Cole. One of the easiest things probably to be discovered was how to make bread, and it started off not rising bread, but as somebody had some grains and fucking water, and they made a mush with it and tossed it on some fire, or they let it go for a minute. It might have grew a little bit. You ever heard of the Jews' communion was unleavened bread?
Yeah.
It was like a cracker.
Unleavened bread makes sense, but the good shit.
Also, too, you got to remember is that flour and water, you could encase something in it to preserve it as well. Right.
There's all kind. You can make Play-Doh out of flour
and water. Okay, and Ricky's at the gate saying, "Nope, that's not correct. Go fuck yourself, Ricky. How about that? You need language for society to become. How about this? How about this? Suck it. That's my language."
Now is that Ricky from Upside Down Studios?
Yeah,
I assume as much.
No, see, Ricky, I feel like there's a lot of animals or whatever that don't communicate verbally. There's not a language there. There's a lot of, or even like you got tribes of like societies right now of like just communities of deaf people or mute people or whatever.
Yeah. There's a lot. It's okay. Then he's like, break it out, bitch. I bet you'd like that.
You're bumming me out, Marco.
What?
Speaking of flour, I got 2 pre-rolls starting at me. Nice. Very nice.
Oh, is it 420? I think he said it was 420.
I don't know, 420, but it's just a day. I don't think anyone needs it. Listen, let's be honest. It's legal. If you're celebrating 420, like get over it. It's every day is 420.
Right. It's for kids.
See, I could agree with that, Ricky. Communication. There got to be some form of communication for society, or a society, or at its basic.
All right, so typically Kafta, from what I understand, is usually rolled up into little turds. I don't like that. So I found another recipe where they kind of make almost like a hamburger patty, kind of shaped like a pita. That's what the fuck I'm gonna do.
All right.
Let me throw a little bun down too.
Listen.
So why don't you just get 2 pitas, put that fucking shape of whatever the fuck you was just playing with for the past 20 minutes in between the 2 pitas, and call it a fucking McPita burger?
What are you talking about? Where'd my butter go? Butter is gone. Oh, there it is.
All right, hold on. I'll be honest with you.
I have the yips today. I'm dropping everything. I swear to God.
Hey, Cole, I need to go to the bathroom. You and Marco keep everything going, okay?
All right, Marco, that's you, bro. It's your time to shine. Let's talk about some penises. He's not here. He can't tell us no.
Did you watch, dude? I gotta send you that fucking video. I mean, it's bizarre, and it is actually a cooking show. They do they show you how everything is prepared and everything, but it's all weird. Like I watched dude, he was with these people. I think it was the Egyptian episode, but they they butchered a camel, and they dug a hole like the Hawaiian people do, and they fucking stuck the camel in the hole, and fucking they had camel for dinner, dude. Camel and fucking flat bread. Like, what do you think pita bread is? We was talking about that.
Pita. I'm just talking about rising bread though. Yeah, obviously all the other flat breads were pretty easy, but rising bread, it escapes me. It's just wild. Obviously I know how to make bread. I know how to make bread, but it's just how somebody came to that.
I would say the more weirdest thing to me is milk. I still want. Then first of all, it has to be a woman. Just for me to even believe this story, it had to have been a woman who discovered milk. Because I mean, it was either that or the rainbow community was way, 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 way back then. and somebody was just sucking eggs. Something.
I mean, the Greeks have been around a long time, bro.
Uh, uh, uh,
That's not even a joke. That's for real.
but see, the Greeks, you don't hear the Greeks talk about milk too much. That's more of a Catholic and Judeo-Christian type thing. You know, the land of milk and honey.
Right.
Jesus Christ, I'm gone for 2 minutes and you guys are talking about religion. Gee, what the hell?
Yeah, we were talking about the first woman to discover milk. It had to have been a woman because she was sucking on something that she wasn't supposed to be sucking on. And if not, then it had to have been a gay man. And that means the rainbow community went all the way back to the Greeks since they're the oldest.
I mean, once again, stop talking about that on a cooking show, you bunch of retards.
Hey, the fucking host brought it up.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. Guys. I'll be honest with you.
I was talking about bread and how fucking retarded it is. And you were like, hey, milk and titties, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
Motherfucker.
You brought it up.
You do know we can rewind this shit, right?
Yeah, rewind it. Go ahead. I swear to God, I didn't bring that up.
Hilariously, you guys both just traitor on each other. Be like, well, he brought it up. No. You brought it up.
But I'm telling the truth, though. He threw me under the bus, and I didn't even do anything wrong.
Wow.
Okay.
Let's calm down. Fucking shit.
Hey, you notice, like, as I'm staring at this background that I have behind me,
yeah,
it kind of looks like
you're a floating head
burger. It looks like I'm floating in front of a cosmic burger, or like you can see like the bun and the cheese and shit hanging off the sides.
I mean, sure, why not? Guess what I got today? What did you get, Serge? This is true also that beef is the name of a company and not factually. That's why McDonald's gets away with selling fake food.
Yes.
I mean, yeah,
he's right about that.
There is a whole thing behind that the company was called 100% beef. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it was crazy, and that pink goo that they were selling was not 100% moo cow.
I mean, I still found it delicious, but that's just me. Thick 20-inch Cuban silver necklace. Very nice. I always wanted a necklace, but my neck itself is already like 20 inches in circumference. So I need like a 26.
Like one of them MMA dog chains.
Exactly.
In the front of
I need like a giant, massive coil around my neck.
And then you look like
nice. Yeah, I know. Wow. Yeah. Or at least that I'm holding something for a pimp.
Well, that didn't sound good. We'll just call you the pimp.
Victoria says, I didn't realize Middle Eastern cooking had dill. I mean, who knows? You need a color,
not. I think Middle Eastern cooking did have dill in it. Or
yeah, it can. So Greek cuisine doesn't. And a lot of people will put dill in tzatziki and stuff. And I'm like, that's because you're a bad person. It's not. But the rest of the Middle East, yeah, they might use dill. Because they'll use all sorts of weird shit, right?
Yeah, that's good.
That's fucking silly.
Oh, man. What cheese are you now putting in there?
Dill Havarti cheese.
Dill Havarti. All right. Interesting.
Don't act like you don't love it.
I mean, listen. It's one hell of a cow. Hey, you heard about the cow that grew too big that they couldn't bring it into the slaughterhouse? It was like 3 times the size of a normal cow.
I found a way.
Wasn't that like Paul Bunyan's cow or some shit like that?
Bro, they were saying like it's so big that they couldn't fit it into the slaughterhouse. Like it was that big. And then they're like, now it protects other cows because like we can't do anything about it. So just fuck up other cows. Like any animal that comes by, it fucks them up. Yeah.
A cowzilla.
Yeah.
We have bred a kaiju cow.
A kaiju cow.
It's an Asian breed of cow. I'm not sure if it was Asian or not. Let me see here.
It was a wagyu?
No, it wasn't.
Is that a Japanese Jewish man? Is that what that is?
I hope it is Japanese. I hope that cow fucking stomps on all them people who fucking hurt the bear.
And this is a radish, by the way. I'm trying a radish.
You fucking Fraggle.
No, so hold on. It was Knickers the giant cow.
Wait, what? Did you just say?
I knew it.
It was towering 6'4" at the tall. I'm trying to find out where it was.
Now, is it a cow or a bull?
Cow.
Okay. That fucker puts out fucking milk like by the gallon, I bet. One nipple will fill a fucking gallon.
Basically.
Dude, if we could breed them things consistently like that, you could technically take care of world hunger real quick.
Yeah, but we can't kill them. Apparently.
No, they said they couldn't take it to the slaughterhouse. We're Americans. We can kill anything.
Right. We can also kill a big cow too. All right. Start working on this tzatziki now because everything's about that.
Oh no, it was in Australia. It was an Australian cow
fucking
named Knickers.
I don't think that's his name.
Yeah, but see, the milk probably got gonorrhea though.
They gotta change that name. Now what I got here. What does that remind you of? It reminds me of Marco's conversation earlier about he was having with himself.
Kermit the Frog's wiener. So it's farm in Milup. It says no, it's a Holstein Friesian steer. It's not a Asian anything. What's that bull doing to Marco? Trying to hump him, clearly. Ox is a buffalo species which crossed with beef cow. Ricky, keep your facts to yourself. Cold sauce is called tzatziki. Tzatziki. Tzatziki is what I make. He makes tzatziki. Yes, there you go. That is factual.
It might be a little sticky. He keeps dropping shit and just throwing it back up on the pan.
I'm dropping a lot of shit today.
Ramsay would be fucking you up right now.
I do. I got the yips.
You got the yips. I mean, listen, the yips will happen.
So you're fucking cooking while you're on the toilet?
No, that's not what yips is, bro.
That's diarrhea.
The yips is where you drop shit when you're not normally a dropper.
Okay.
It's kitchen vocab, bro.
Over this way, it's called clumsy fuck.
That sounds ridiculous, sir. Ridiculous.
That's mean.
It sounds better than yips. I thought he said he had the shits.
Yips.
Okay. Yes,
like
I understand what you're saying.
Kafta and caca, whatever the fuck.
It's not caca, and you know it. Don't just say it just because you want to be funny, sir. Be respectful. Fucking asshole.
Hey, I ain't there to try it. It could taste like caca.
It's gonna taste delicious.
No, it's gonna taste good.
You never let me cook for you. That's your problem.
I don't let very many people cook for me.
Well, you should let me cook for you. I'm very good.
I'm good.
I will.
Dino, go ahead. Tell him.
I will testify. We were talking, and I was saying how I like pastrami. I don't like corned beef, and he said, "I'll make you a corned beef sandwich." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, make me a corned beef sandwich."
That's what everybody says.
However, he made me a corned beef sandwich, and I had like 4 of them because I'm a fat piece of shit. But they were really good. Corned beef. It was the best corned beef I've ever had in my life. So
I think you want to have a Monday episode on next week. I think well, I guess a week from now, 2 weeks, whatever fucking St. Patty's Day is.
That's
St. Patty's special episode.
It's March 17th.
Yeah. That's whatever Irish shit. This is olive oil mayo because it's olive oil because it's Greek.
Yeah.
Isn't that
better
like
for you.
an aioli or something like that?
No, an aioli has to have garlic.
It's got garlic. It's got a lot of garlic.
Well, you will have garlic in it there. But...
I added a bunch of garlic. Now, here's the most important part: sour cream, not that Greek fucking yogurt shit.
Why are you so gay?
Why are you so gay?
I mean,
I'm just kidding. I would have got Greek yogurt, but like, the way my bank account is set up, I gotta check.
That's fair. That I understand more so, sir.
Here's something different on the topic. I wanted to ask you about Dino because I've seen like I was again going through just wild shit. In Toronto, where do you live in Canada? Toronto, right? Or near
Correct.
Toronto?
No, yeah, I'm in Toronto proper.
Is there an underground, like pretty much city that people just walk through so they don't have to be in the cold or whatever?
So yes, but it's not that great. So it's essentially the first floor underneath a lot of the buildings downtown Toronto. Instead of it being parking, they created a giant mall. So it's the basement of everything is kind of attached, and then they start renting it out. So there's a food court, there are shops, there's grocery store, like there's all sorts of stuff. But it doesn't go. It's more so people. So think about it this way: is you come into the city on the train. You don't have to go outside. You can walk right to your office building if you're in the financial district, which covers maybe a little further north than that. But then aside from that, get out in the cold and be a loser.
Huh.
Yeah. But it's nice. I know they took
I guess they have them in one of the Asian countries or whatever. At first it was like the hidden city or whatever, and then it became just like a big city underground or whatever.
Yeah, it's a lot of the times like that. It's a better usage of the space, and also too, if you can have everyone interconnected, then it kind of becomes a uniform type thing, and especially in shit weather, it's wonderful, bro.
Dude, there's a place, I think it's in Alaska.
Yeah.
It's like what they took 3 buildings and they kind of just attached them all together and built up, and it's like it's a village inside there. You're only allowed to like go up the road like from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. and then they shut down the one road that comes into the place, and the school's in there. They got a police department in there, which seems kind of
Well, they have like third floor is the school, second floor is groceries, and like it's a weird type place. And then everybody just like, oh, I live here. This is also my place of business, and like, it's kind of a ghetto, but at the same time, I get it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Asians have been doing that shit for years, though. I mean, a lot of their, if you want to call them slum areas, but a lot of their jam packed. There's just buildings damn near to the sky, and then underground there's more shit.
If you look at Kowloon, the story of Kowloon, it's a walled city. Essentially, it was just literally packed. It was the densest city in the world, I believe, is what it calls. Now, I believe it's almost all destroyed and rebuilt into other shit, but that's basically how that works. Right? It's one of those things that happens.
Fucking UK.
What are you talking about?
Isn't it Cao Lo from Shang-Chi?
What?
Shang-Chi?
Shang-Chi, the show?
I don't remember anything about that movie. I remember I liked it. There's a lot going on in that movie.
There was a lot going on in a lot of movies, sir. What are you making right now?
I got pita.
You're toasting the pita?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
What do you mean interesting?
I'm looking forward to all this coming together, sir.
Hey, why do you always judge the way I cook like I ain't like a fucking G?
Well, I've never seen anybody toast a pita like that.
This is how you do it, okay? Don't get me fucking started on how you're supposed to toast the bread on the outside. Don't get me started. I'll go again.
Listen, I don't understand why you gotta be so angry. Just calm down.
Because you guys are wrong.
Who's wrong?
Mr.
I butter the outside of a bun? Just calm down.
Where does your mouth go? On the outside of the bun.
I bet it does, you fucking queer.
You just eat ass, Cole.
Yeah, that's true. It goes on the outside of the bun. It goes on the inside of the bun in that case.
Listen, you don't have to lie to us. Okay, Cole? Just calm down. There's no reason to be so aggressive.
Mom's aggressive.
My mom's aggressive?
Yeah, that's now I know.
Yeah, I know.
My mom is basically a saint, so it's not like your two moms that fucking couldn't
wasn't when I met her.
up and down.
See, I can't believe that because Camel was a lot of Greek families and old Greek ladies. Like one of my mom's best friends was Miss Candinas, and she would motherfuck you from the top of her street down to the bottom of the lowest street in Camel, loud as fuck, and didn't give two shits. So, I think Dino's full of shit unless he had a yaya from back in the motherland. I mean,
yeah. Absolutely, yeah. Only the American Greeks became prostitutes, sir.
Yeah, that whole situation was just racist as fuck.
Yeah, listen, that's just not how it works. It's different. All right.
Well, I mean,
we have the pitas, we have the burgers. Come on. How are we gonna put the bad boy together?
Are you stuffing it inside the pita like one of the McDonald's fucking pitas?
Yeah.
Sorry, no.
The McPita. This is Cole's version of the McPita. It's perfect. Come on.
I would eat the McPita.
I would too.
There's our mushrooms and onions.
I mean, mushrooms is a little bit odd, but yeah. You do you, King.
Mushrooms grow everywhere, bro.
I mean, I've been hearing a lot of people who are like, I don't like mushrooms. I'm like, why? Mushrooms are great.
I'm a fan of mushrooms, but I did fucking have my fill one time. I went to this, I don't know, some kind of fancy Italian restaurant. Me and a couple of my buddies were taking one of them for his birthday.
Yeah.
And they said that what I ordered was called a portobello burger.
Yeah.
It was my own dumbass fault for not knowing what the fuck I was buying.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it was a burger with portobello mushrooms on it.
Nope.
No, they brought me out this big
good.
black. No, it wasn't good at all. It was,
no, I'm saying the portobello's on the burger would have been good.
Oh, on the burger, yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, that would have been fabulous. Yeah. But this vegan fucking turd that they brought me, oh my god! And like I, I'm not an asshole. I'll try it. Fuck it, especially for the amount of money I was paying for that bitch.
Right.
I bit into it. It almost had like the consistency of a warm sherbet.
Oh,
it was like
it's like yogurt that was in someone's car. You're like, oh, this is
or like real soft cheese, like a real soft, like you can leave teeth imprints in it as you bite down.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking, oh my god! I couldn't even eat the bun. The bun even tasted like the fuck. Oh, yeah. That ruined mushrooms for me for a good long minute.
Oh god, yeah, that's fair. I mean, with anything, you can get overwhelmed, right? And yeah, if you have too many mushrooms, it's gonna. And a portobello burger, gross. Anytime somebody's like, "Oh, it's just like having a burger," that person doesn't deserve happiness. They deserve only sadness for the rest of their life.
I swear to God, those vegans, they'll say anything.
Dude, I've heard the ones that, because again with the portobello, if you cut them right and season them, it's just like steak. No, the fuck, it's not.
It never has been and never will be.
No. Yeah.
Hey, nobody's out here trying to make a meat tofu. No.
Meat tofu.
Right? I want my meat to taste like a salad. No, you don't.
Yeah.
But everybody's trying to make their salad taste like a burger. So let's calm
the fuck. If your whole thing is meat is like vegetables, okay, just eat vegetables or whatever. Yeah. You vegan. Why do you about to pretend like it's like y'all? Why are they trying to indoctrinate us? Why? That's their whole thing. Oh, it's good. They're trying to trick all of us.
Like shit, like the tofurkey and the veggie bacon, whatever the fuck they call all that fake meat. That's the trans of the fucking food community. That is the trans of the few. We're gonna dress you up like a fucking piece of sausage, but we all know you're a Brussels sprout inside.
Hey, that's where it started, and now we're here. That's basically it. All right, Cole, you gonna send me some pictures?
Yeah.
Or at least fucking expand the view so everybody else could see it.
That looks damn good.
I'm about to take pictures. I'll be right back.
That'll be good. So this was the thing is we were talking about it, and it was the idea behind doing something unique would probably be tasty, right? Because we should try different cuisines, right?
Right.
I think
that's bring it up. It's fucking not allowed to be talked about.
Yeah, because you bring it up in in an inappropriate way, sir.
You ever see the Jamaicans with the spiders?
No.
Oh, dude, I believe it was Jamaica. Then what they do is in the mornings, the little kids, like the poor kids, whatever, out in the jungles, they get together and they go and hunt these spiders that look like the aliens from the original Alien, like the face huggers. They're that big. They gather them up. I mean, these kids, man, we got grown ass men over here in the States that wouldn't grab one of these spiders.
No.
Like,
Yeah, 100%.
And they take them to, like, there's people on that have the little roadside cookeries, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty much a fire in a pan, and they buy the spiders off the kids. And dude, they don't defur them, they don't deter them. I don't even know what you would do to a spider, but they just put them in hot oil. Some of them have like a breading on them sometimes, and they sell them on the street. People are just eating these fucking huge. Oh, dude, it's fucking crazy. Like, you've never seen anything like that?
No. This is the thing is, I've wanted to go to like night markets and stuff like that to try weird shit, but at the same time, people are like, I've heard horror stories like a silkworm. It's nasty. It's like eating a balloon. And I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want to do that. That sounds horrible. I just want to try good. I want to try weird stuff that's actually good. But
oh, dude, like I've seen like there's one village this dude went to. They were actually making a stew, but they were using, like, I forget what if it was maybe a yak or a some kind of cow type fucking animal poop. They would mix it into the and I'm like, oh,
bro,
yeah, wild.
No, thank you.
And I don't understand what people will possess people. Like, I understand the poorness, and you got to scrounge for what you got.
Sure.
But now you just put rice, and you put eggs, and you put chicken, and you put, all these seasonings. And the last thing you need to, we got to drop a turd in here. What? You just ruined the friggin' meal, man.
All right, cool.
Let's see what you got.
All right.
Oh, then picture.
I'm waiting for the last picture. No. Okay, we only got 3. Here. All right. It looks good. Let's taste test.
Couldn't get a great picture of like what's inside, but here's what's inside.
It looks really good.
Huh?
It's just a fucking Greekish, Middle Easternish cheeseburger. That's all it is. Like, I'm always saying Greekish. I know it's not. I know it's not actually Greek. I just use a lot of Greek ingredients.
That's fine. They're the best. I understand. It's very simple, my friend. No problem.
He just picked up that animal cracker that fell and stuck to the bottom of the pita when he picked it back up.
Oh, that's so good.
Good?
Bear on the side.
Yeah, it's like a Mediterranean cheeseburger.
Nice. There you have it, everyone.
I got the dip.
A Kafta by a Kafka. That's fine. That's
If you want to do Mediterranean next time, you should try making fila. Not filo, fila, domates.
What's that?
You don't tell me that shit.
You won't. I
love Greek food. Or Mediterranean. I love Mediterranean food.
I would rather go down there and make them with him, because then we'll make like 1,000 of them, and then we're just gonna have a contest. Me, Marco, and Cole eating 1,000 of them.
Dude.
Yeah.
No good work.
Especially some
when you try to come down in summer,
on it.
I'd love to even come down sooner. How do you feel if I cover gas if you pick me up in Buffalo?
Maybe.
That might actually work, right? Because this is the problem: is the 8-hour through Detroit is fucking brutal, bro. It hurts. It hurts every part of my body. Whereas to Buffalo, 3 hours on a bus, no big deal. And then we can go to fucking Cracker Barrel, and then we can.
It takes 8 hours to get through Detroit.
Yeah, because it stops.
Is it really that big? Or?
No.
Just on the ghetto bus.
It stops a bunch of times through the city, through up till Windsor, then goes through Detroit. But then Detroit, they drop you off, and then you got to wait like 3 hours for the next bus, and that goes to Cleveland. But then coming home goes to Buffalo.
There's a train that goes from where you're at, Dino, to Cleveland. I actually seen it. It was a few days ago, because there's one. The person was traveling from Florida,
Yeah.
all the way to Alaska, but by nothing but train.
Huh.
And I believe it's the Skyline maybe or Sky something. And it's an overnight. It's fucking real nice, and it's supposed to be really
trains
not
with Amtrak.
I would check that out.
Dude, no, you should consider train though, because like it's like half the price of the bus, and you can get up and move around and shit. It just takes a little
And
longer.
they got dining cars. They had fucking a bar car. I
Yeah.
believe it was the one I'm thinking of. It had an upstairs, like it's a like almost like an observation thing where you just sit there and the whole top is glass. So
Yeah, you
just,
get drunk the whole time.
I would get drunk the whole time. Anyways, this has been Hammered and Cheese, everyone, and we made kafta, and it was delicious.
Good.
Tune in tomorrow. We have Generation Dan at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Monday we're gonna have Life of Giants. Come tune in, and also Monday is motherfucking Mondays. Thank you, Marco, for the reminder. So we will go through all those things. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your day, and if you want us to cook something, feel free to let us know, and we will happily do it. See you later.